Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 most armored tanks in World of Tanks Blitz. So at number 5, I'm just going to start off really quickly. It's going to be the IS-4 / the IS-7, depending on what you're playing. And overall, both tanks are quite similar in terms of armor, especially after the mini buff the IS-7 received in terms of armor. But I'm inclined to think that the IS-7 has a lot more armor compared to the IS-4, at least now, because the sides are super duper strong. So just because of that, I would say it's very close. The IS-4 is still a very strong tank, but it's not as strong because of the IS-7. So I definitely say it's the IS-4 / IS-7 at number 5. Because both are very good tanks, and Soviet tanks generally have very troll armor, very good turrets, very good sides, and a very good frontal armor. Now at number 4, it would definitely be the VK90. Just because this tank is excellent at pretty much everything it does. It's very good in terms of armor, and the side armor and the turret positioning is just really strong, and it makes the tank very hard to get out of certain positions. You know, if you're a tank like the VK90, you can pretty much hold 2 or 3 enemies at the same time if you side scrape properly. And this is why it's used in certain maps for tournaments, just because of the fact that it can side scrape like a god, and the turret is still very strong. However, the sides, when looked at from a 90-degree angle more or less, same with the turret, are very weak. Therefore, it's only at number 4. Now at number 3, again, it is probably going to be another German, which is the VK72, and here you have one of the strongest frontal armored tanks in the whole game. The turret is quite troll, while the frontal plate is just insanely strong, and most tanks, except for a few TDs, won't be able to penetrate it without gold. So this is the thing, it doesn't have a proper weak spot from the front, especially if you play medium to long range, which means that this tank is pretty much going to smack you for 640, while you have to struggle to penetrate it. Especially if you're a medium or light without extra penetration, you're going to have to struggle with this tank, especially if it has support. Now at number 2, I really think you guys know what it is. It's probably going to be the E3, and rightfully so. Again, one of the strongest tanks, at least frontally. It doesn't have a proper weak spot. Their lower plate is still very troll. The hatch is very troll, and overall penetrating the tank is just insanely hard. Depends what we get when the HD model comes out, but as of now, it's still one of the best tanks in terms of armor. The only thing that isn't there is probably the HP, but that's because it's a TD. So it can't really take as many shots as, for example, the VK or the mouse. But other than that, the tank has excellent armor. And lastly, at number 1, it would definitely be the mouse. The mouse has over 3000 HP and one of the best armor profiles in the game. The sides are really strong, and a lot of mediums and lights without extra pen won't really even be able to pen the sides, especially under a slight angle. If you wiggle your turret properly, you can again block a lot of shots, and the fact that you have 3000 HP just makes it just makes the tank live so much longer and be a big menace on the battlefield. Tell me, guys, if you agree, or maybe you guys disagree in the comment section below. Now with that, Happy is out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.